All right, I like a packed house, and that was a good-looking crowd of kids. Certainly fun whenever they're energetic about it, because then it gets us hyped.
Yeah, that's right. You saw some homecoming queen, I think, out there as well with cheerleaders. So
Bree was homecoming queen.
Senior ball, but I was, yeah.
I mean, see? Yeah. I wasn't cool enough for any of that, but
all right.
I'll tell you what is cool, 2A football, because we have a ton of it tonight, and we have some really good highlights. We have some big matchups, some telltale district games that could certainly either A, get a team back into the playoff hunt, or B, separate a team from the rest of the pack. So this is a big night as, like we mentioned earlier, some teams are starting to rise to the top, while others are still trying to battle it out for final spots as the playoff window is starting to close. Only 2 weeks left after tonight in the regular season. We start with West Texas High taking on Sunray. This is one of our pick'ems from the matchup. So far, Lance in the sixth man, the only ones to go with Sunray. West Texas High, the popular pick across the board the rest of the way. We pick up action in the first quarter. We were scoreless. West Texas High, Jalen Conyers with a touchdown run, 7-0. Comanches out in front. Later in the first quarter, Xavier Jimenez, 60 yards through the air, puts the Bobcats inside the red zone. The very same quarter, the same matchup. It's Comanches with the football. Play action, Dalen Williams with the touchdown grab. 14-0. West Texas High, they roll easily in this one, 64-27. Boys Ranch taking on Panhandle. In the first quarter, Leighton Lamberson drops the snap, picks it up, hands it off to Colby Neely, who finds a hole, and he gone. I think there was dust behind him. 50 yards into the end zone, 7-0. Panthers out in front. After a Boys Ranch punt, it's Dawson Hackett. He's going to break a tackle, and he's off to the races. He's going to get it down to the 4-yard line. That would set this up. Panhandle would put in another score a few plays later, made it 14-0. Not sure why we don't have a touchdown. I'm going to call out somebody. I think we're calling DJ on that one. After another punt, Boys Ranch Neely would pitch, get into the end zone, down to the 2-yard line, then Hackett punches it into the end zone. That made it 20-0. Panhandle blanks Boys Ranch 55-0 in this one. Big win for the Panthers as they continue to roll.
All right, let's take you to Sanford Fritch hosting Stratford. Third quarter, Stratford leading 21-7, and Fritch in the red zone trying to score, but Stratford's Daniel DeCasas. Is that how you say that one?
I would say DeCasas.
DeCasas strips the ball. Now some third quarter here. Elks in their own territory on fourth down. They go with a fake punt, which the Eagles shut down. All right, now Stratford's DeCasas with a 70-yard touchdown run. He's gone, he ain't looking back. Stratford on top 28-7, and they get the win tonight, 31-8.
Two very good ground and pound teams battling out. Big one for the Elks.
All right, now let's look at a score here. Vega defeating Wheeler tonight, 10-8. Very low scoring.
A lot of
game.
Fireworks on that one, I imagine. Nonetheless, a nice win for the Longhorns. Going down to TAPS football, Sacred Heart taking on San Jacinto. This one here in town, it was a 6 o'clock kick. That's why we got full sunshine out there. Opening drive, Jayton Hollis. A nice run for the Patriots. Picks up a first down. Then the very next play, Brayton Taylor with the fake out. We showed you this. This is our play of the week as he flies down the sideline. That's 50 yards and a touchdown. 7-0 San Jacinto. On the ensuing drive, Sacred Heart with the football, Thomas Hannigan, channeling his inner Mike Allstott. Check out the number 40, for those of you who don't remember the big man for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers from the late 90s, early 2000s. Breaks a tackle, rumbles for a first down, then a few plays later, Wyatt West going to finish off the drive to tie the game at 7.
What a name.
I know.
Wyatt West.
Wyatt West. Say it 4 times fast.
If you want me to.
No, I'm good. Sacred Heart gets the win, 38-20. Clarendon taking on Rawls. In the second quarter, Zane Martinez sacked by the Broncos. That was a crucial third down for the Jackrabbits. Next drive, Martinez with the football again, and he's going up and getting a big-time reception. Makes a nice interception, actually. All of a sudden, there's life on the Rawls sideline. The next drive after that is Martinez gets sacked again. How's it going on defense? Not so much on offense. That Bronco defense looking sharp. Let's take a look at the final score in this one. And it's Clarendon who gets the win, 56-0. Clarendon, I got to say, I'm impressed with the Broncos. They have been blowing people out week after week. Another big win on the road tonight. as they down Rawls 56-0.
Let's take you to Crosbyton, hosting Memphis. First quarter, Tim Childress takes the rock into the end zone. The Chiefs rolling early. Then next Memphis drive, it's Kix Farrell finding C.J. Boyd. It's a beautiful pass and catch. The next drive, Crosbyton responds. Childers, he takes the handoff, and look at this guy flying all the way into the end zone.
The feathers on his headdress are blown back.
Wow. All right. Memphis getting the win 52-25. Now let's look at Wellington. Yeah, they blanked Lockney tonight 58-0.
Some more scores from around 2A. Farwell taking on Spring Lake Earth. We've got a score from that one.
Technical difficulties, looks like.
We're getting into it. Don't worry about that. All right.
Someone
well, let's
turn the
move on to
lights off in here.
Yeah, I know. Someone turned the lights off in the studio. 47-10, Farwell with the win. Let's move on to Groover. There we go. That's what we were looking for. Let's move on now to Groover and Claude. We got so many scores on the screen right now. Groover and Claude.
Double time.
I know. Knocking it out up there. Groover and Claude is up next. All right. Coming back out the camera real quick.
We lied. We don't
Yeah,
have
they're
this.
gonna get that reset real fast, and then we're gonna address those scores in a moment. But let's talk about Clarendon. Wow, how impressive is that? On the road, blank them by more than 50. A huge win for the Broncos. Here we go, Greyhounds, 47-6 winners on the road, and then Shamrock and Booker, the Fighting Irish, victorious for the second week in a row. 18-14, Bovina takes on Morton. 54-0, the Mustangs beat the Indians, and then Quanah taking on Archer City. The Indians down the Wildcats, 30-point winners on the road, 43-13. Now let's jump back as we talk about the Broncos from Clarendon, another big-time win as they hit the road. And then, obviously, West Texas High, big win. Panhandle continues to roll. Stratford victorious. And then,
big win, I said, for Clarendon. Yeah, undefeated now, 3-0. They still have to face Memphis and Wellington, but Memphis also undefeated right now as well. So when those teams meet, it'll be quite the matchup.
Memphis has been laying it down. I'm impressed with the Cyclones and the Broncos. That should set up a potential game of the week matchup when those two meet, because that's two very good football teams that have been winning games. Those aren't like little, dilly-dally scores. I mean, they're whipping some people. So we're going to have to see.
West Texas with another big win
that
tonight,
offense
too.
is impressive. They certainly Coach Flowers has them going up there in Stinnett, and they've been playing good football. So a lot of good action tonight from 2A, and we move on next to 3A. So be sure to stay with us. You're watching the wrap-up on News Channel.